Here's what I love about this core strengthening routine is that it's safe and effective and easy. It's very appropriate for those who have spinal stenosis. It's effective at improving core strength and everything from your neck down and hips up. And it's easy because you get to hold on to this device and you don't have to worry about your balance at all. And as an added bonus, you don't have to get on the floor. So this 5 exercise routine is going to help you improve your core strength, reduce your discomfort, but do it in a way that you know is appropriate. So just listen to my instructions, set up your suspension trainer, and if you don't have one, look in the description, but get ready to do some work to help improve your core strength. I know you're going to enjoy it. Now, I didn't say it was going to be easy, but I am telling you that it's going to be safe and effective. So let's have some fun. Let's get to these exercises. All right, let's get to the exercises. Our first one here is a lumbar spine stretch. We're going to sit back. We're going to grab those handles. You're going to step back, lean back while holding on, and lean forward. Oh, and what you should feel here is a good lumbar spine stretch. And if you have stenosis, you know stretching is your friend. Flexion is your friend. So we are bending forward to relax that spine. We are prepping our body for some movement. Now, what I tell my clients is I usually do that for about 5 seconds, 3 or 4 times. You're gonna stretch and lean back, and it helps you learn to trust that device. So let's do 3 stretches here for about 5-6 seconds. Sit back. Feel that lumbar spine stretch. Now, the more your feet are forward, the more stretch you will get. But if you're not there or your shoulders hurt when you do this, just go back a little bit and then lean forward. We'll do one more rep here. 5-second hold. Grab those handles. Sit back, and it kind of pulls and tractions your spine. Now, with lumbar spinal stenosis, stretching is key. You actually do a lot more stretches than you do strengthening exercises for long-term success. So you can do that L stretch or back stretch right now and throughout today's core strengthening routine if you need to. Just use it whenever you need to. It is completely safe, completely effective. So that's our first. We're prepping our spine for some movement, prepping our core to get some strength in it, so stretch out your spine. Now we're gonna go right into the squats. Now this one's a game changer for my clients because they are like, oh, I'm strengthening my core, but why am I squatting? Well, squats work nearly everything. If you look at the EMG studies, they activate so much. Now, you're gonna grab those handles, you're gonna sit down, go as far down as you want, and come back up. Now, when we're trying to improve core strength and endurance, we're gonna do a little bit more reps, so 12 to 15 reps. We're gonna go down into that core strength. There's 3, there's 4. You see how I'm a little slow and controlled? Now, what you want to remember is that as you get stronger and time goes on, you can go down a little lower. I have my patients do this when they have back surgery or when they've had a hip or knee replacement. And what's great is you don't have to worry about your balance. I don't know how many times I've seen patients do squats when they're trying to improve their strength, but they just think about sitting back in a chair. But we really want to focus on getting that depth with stenosis because it opens up your spine. So there's 6 reps, 7, 8. You should feel your core working. You should feel your quads working. You should feel your glutes working. And as an added bonus, get a little arm workout too, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. Working more muscles at once just allows you to be efficient. Now, over time, you get your feet a little closer, you lean back a little bit more, and you go down a little bit more. But if you want to start off here, that's completely fine. Now, where my patients go wrong, we got 2 more reps in this first set. 11, we'll do 1 more. 12, okay, a little bit of a break here. Where my patients go wrong is they don't trust the device. As long as you have it set up right, it's not going anywhere. 0 times have I ever seen this device fall out of the door. But when you set it up, make sure the door can't open towards you. That's the biggest thing that people, they try to, if you're pulling on it and your door is flexing and trying to open, you have it set up wrong. Get somebody's help. Second set here with the squats. We're gonna go a little faster. There's 2. We're gonna shoot for 12, 3. Here we go, 4. Now, I don't have stenosis right now, but maybe someday, who knows? But I'm using my arms quite a bit because I'm focusing on that depth. I'm working my hip, knee joints, my lumbar spine range of motion. Now, I have some clients who can only go down this far at first. We've got about 8 reps, that's okay, but working to that depth. 10, 9, 10, 2 more. 11, last one. Guys, 12 reps, not easy. I told you, it's not gonna be easy, but it's going to be effective. So we've done stretch, we've done strengthen. Now we're gonna hit our upper body. Who doesn't like to improve their posture a little bit? and work that upper back strength. Now, if you're having difficulties with standing and walking because of your stenosis, check out the walking PDF that I created. Pain-free walking PDF. It goes over how to incorporate these exercises and how to do a solid walking routine to make sure you're not making your back pain worse, but to improve your back tolerance and nerve tolerance at the same time. It's in the description. Okay, let's go into the rows. So bring your feet closer to the door. Nice tall body. Lean back and row up. 2 sets of 12 here. 2, 3, 4, and what I'm doing is focusing on pinching my shoulder blades and staying tall. 7, 8. Now what you're also noticing is I'm not flaring my elbows. 9, they're right to my side. 10, 2 more. 11, last one. And what you should be noticing too is that I'm not pulling all the way through. That's first set. Let's go into the second set here. I'm not all the way up here. Ugh, don't do that. Just go right to your side. Here's rep number 2, 3, 4. If I lean a little bit more, it's harder. 5, 6. If I come back a little bit more, it's a little easier. So your first couple weeks of doing this, start leaning back a little bit more. It's okay. I think there's 9, 10. Last 2 reps, let's get nice good depth here. Ooh, 11, 12. Ooh. With stenosis and over time, just from arthritis, we tend to do this over time. Well, doing the row allows you to open up your chest, improve those postural muscles. Who doesn't like to improve that? So we've stretched, we've squat, we've rowed. Remember, this is a core strengthening routine, but your core is much more than this. You need much more than this to be able to stand and walk longer. So we're gonna be going into a little bit of a harder exercise, a little bit more dynamic, but it's great to do because you have this. So we're gonna be doing the lateral lunge, and I'll show you from the side here. So step to the right, bend to the right, whew, and then step to the left, bend the left. So you're gonna be doing 20 reps total, 10 on each side. Now, biggest thing I can tell you here is as you step to the right, bend to the right, stick your butt back and rely on those handles. You need those handles. Whew. Now, if there's any one of these that gets you out of breath, it's going to be this one. That's so dynamic and there's so much going on. But what I notice with my clients, especially those who have stenosis and who haven't done anything for a while, is that you lose that hip strength. You notice that your glutes maybe aren't the size they used to be, not quite as full as they used to be back there, and they don't work in the side-to-side motion. But you need that side-to-side motion for balance and strength. So 20 repetitions, 10 on each side. Step to the right, bend the right. Step to the left, bend the left. Step to the right, bend the right. And then some of you may be asking yourself, oh, is it okay for my knees to go over my toes? Absolutely. Your knees have to go over your toes to do a squat, okay? So step to the left, bend the left. Step to the right, bend the right. What you'll feel is your glutes working, and then you're like, oh man, I feel a really big stretch in my groin or inner thighs. Bingo, right? There's a method to the madness here. We've worked front of the thighs and front of the hips. Now we're working the inner part, the inner thighs to the side of them. 20 repetitions, 10 on each side. You get about a minute rest. I'm not gonna make you watch me rest. Shouldn't need rest, right? So here we go. Step to the right, bend the right. Step to the left, bend the left. Now, for all of these, I don't know if you've noticed, but the handles are pretty close to my chest because I don't need to lean back as much. And if you're way back down, the form just isn't quite as clean. So step to the right, bend the right. Step to the left, bend the left. Here we go. Step to the right, bend the right. Step to the left, bend the left. 20 repetitions. I don't know where I'm at. Guys, I've lost track. And if you've worked with me, I'm a bad counter. Because I'm more based on how you feel. But 20 reps is a great place to start. So we've done a few core strengthening exercises and to address some of your core strength, and this routine is just absolutely great. We've done the lateral lunge. Let's definitely get your heart rate up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch mine here, and what you're going to do is for this next one, it's called a fallout. This bad boy is hard, but if you really enjoy a good core strengthening exercise, that's kind of challenging, this one's gonna be for you. So it's called the fallout. So what you're gonna do is that you're going to face, all of these you've been basically facing your door. Now you're going to face away. So pretend the door is behind me. My heels are gonna be pretty close to the door, if not touching it. Arms are gonna be straight. You're gonna lengthen out the handles a little bit. Keep those arms straight, and it's called a fallout for a reason. Arms will stay straight. You will pretend that you're falling out. Oh, and about right here, that's when my core wakes up. It says, hello. Oh my gosh, it's tough. What I've noticed with this exercise, it's like doing a plank times 10, and it's much easier than getting on the ground. So arms straight, right there is when you start to feel your core engage. As you go further, more core engagement, and it happens. Now, in my clients that have a history of being an athlete and they love a challenge, they love to go way out there. And then if you do that, it's not good. It's not good. Don't do that. So I'm at 6 reps here. I'm gonna go out here and hold. Another tip would be to contract your core before you start falling out. That will engage those abs earlier so you don't have to go quite as far. And you'll see I'm not directly ahead. I got a little bit of a Y. And that's just not because I want you to see me, but that's because how your shoulders are built. And you wanna go a little bit of a Y here. There's 8. We'll do 2 more. This one will be 10 reps, about a 2 to 3 second hold, and then go back. Now, I have my athletes do this. I have a lot of people do this. But my clients who have spinal stenosis, they usually get a little wide-eyed when I show them that they can do this exercise. But you're fully capable of doing it as long as you know what you're doing. So that's what we go over. The why is we need to improve our core strength to help improve standing and walking, which I do now, but also in that PDF I was telling you about. But then we also need to improve our strength overall. We need to have a program that we can do for a long time. So arms straight, contract that core. You're gonna fall out here. Oh yeah. We're gonna do 10 reps, 2 to 3 second hold. We're gonna feel that core engage. Ooh, number 3. Now, here's how you can tell you're doing it wrong, is that if you feel back pain and pressure. If you feel pain in your back, it's because your core is not strong enough. And you may not be able to get the full 10 reps right now, but you will in the future. So fall out. Let's say you do exercise rep number 6, you feel good. Number 7, you start to feel your back. And then as you continue, you just feel it more and more in your back. Then you need to stop and do that back stretch that we did in the very beginning. It may just be done for the day, and that's okay. You may not have that core strength, and that's okay. But this is the absolute blaster. This fallout exercise is just wild. Woo! Now I go over this, a routine similar to this, but also 8 weeks of exercises in my revision sciatica book. And I know it's called revision sciatica, but it's only called that because if you have true stenosis or you have a history of stenosis, you know that your pain can start here and travel down. That's technically called sciatica. So it's a good 8-week program to address your sciatica when you have spinal stenosis. And if you're not sure you have stenosis, then check out my free quiz. I'll put that in the description too. It'll kind of help you figure out if you have stenosis or not. But today we went over 5 exercises. We started with a stretch, we did squats, we did rows, we did lateral lunges, and then we finished off with a fallout. And right now I can tell my body did some work. I'm not dying, but I'm also not doing things such as a simple knee to chest exercise. This actually improves your core strength over time. Do it 3 days a week for about 4 or 5 weeks. You're gonna notice that you can do more reps, you can hold the form a little bit better, and you just feel better doing it. But this routine is very safe and effective. You don't have to get on the floor. I know you're gonna love the suspension trainer and continue to love it. There's lots more exercises we can do. If you wanna go over more programs for this, just put it in the comments. Say, hey Michael, create me a suspension trainer program for XYZ. And I'll put something together. But I appreciate your guys' time. Enjoy that new core strength. Enjoy that work that you did today. Do a stretch to finish off if you need to. But as always, guys, stay healthy, keep moving, and take care of yourself.